Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Friday, July the 11th, 2025. As you can see, we are down here at Graham's Meat Cook, to the location right about here. Utilize Vault 76 as a free fast travel if you so wish. Now, if you haven't played the game since last week, this is the second week of Meat Week, okay? And we're almost halfway through it. But just in case, if you don't know how to complete Graham's Meat Cook or Primal Cuts, I do have a video at the very end of this one. That's what I had the last week and a half. All you have to do is click it. It is all time-stamped, and I show you exactly what it is you have to do to complete Graham's Meat Cook and Primal Cuts. Now, if you end up with prime meat from Primal Cuts, this is where you put it. You put it right on this large barbecue here. Now, word for warning, you will need at least 5. Okay, that's the only way it'll allow you to put those Primal Cuts on here. And Primal Cuts, prime meat, I should say, will spoil. Okay, it will spoil. So that's where you put your prime meat that you get from Primal Cuts. As well as you'll need 5 scrap wood to put in the wood pile here. Now, this event happens very quickly, Graham's Meat Cook, and I recommend getting here maybe about a minute or two before the top of the hour, because if you get here just a smidge too late, there is a chance that you'll kind of miss out on the event because it happens so fast, even if you have like only a couple players that know what they're doing. So just an FYI there. And that way there you can get some nice plans or whatnot. I didn't realize it was concrete in there. Interesting. Right, we have 22 seconds left here. Counting down. I love it. People are funny. They get a kick out of it. Alright, I'm going to turn our little light on here so we can see what we're doing and start to get a little dark here, like as per usual when I make these videos here. Yeah, pretty crazy sometimes when I make these videos. It's just like it turns dark every time. Yeah, hard to get away from it. Like all these little greens here. Throw all the greens in this little cooler right here. Nice, nice. Solid our weapon here. I see if there's any some animals over here. So we do have these critter chunks. These guys are really squishy. Like there's a couple of them around each other. If you just shoot at one of them, they'll all usually die pretty quickly. And you put the critter chunks right in the snack cart here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's put it this way. Sometimes Charlie would have some doo-doo around you have to clean up, but doesn't seem to be a whole lot here. We're going to check around for some fire. Sometimes there's a random fire. We have fire out. Seem like the case as of the moment. I don't think I have enough wood on me for the wood pile, but we'll try it out here. Yeah, I don't have enough for the item. We'll try with the prime meat. I don't know if I have any on me here as well. Yeah, I don't have enough for the item. Oh, there we go. That's how quick it was. Look at that. That was like lightning fast. As I said, it's pretty, yeah, fast-paced event here. Right on there, Charlie. Jeez. Grocery cart grill, perfect. So I've had that one for quite some time, actually. Nice. Saw that the old vendor there next week. Let's see what else we got here. Awesome. Let's drop these. Don't really need those. All right, perfect. Now let's pop over here a minute or two just to get a little quieter over here. All right. Let's take a look at these challenges. Oh, look at this bad boy here. Oh, my lord. Uh-oh. Keep that one for last. All right, so we did not have the challenge to complete Graham's Meat Cook, but that's fine. We do have this one here, complete the event Primal Cuts 1. So we do have Primal Cuts going on right now. And let's see where these are at. don't really see them here on the map. Oh, there's one right here. Primal cuts, and then one right up here. Let's pop in up here real quick. Now, Primal cuts usually pops in every 15-20 minutes. Oh, there's Primal here already. Nice. Oh, they already started 1 of 4. Perfect. I didn't see anyone here. That's kind of odd how that happened, eh? Right? I recommend doing this with other people. But again, it's up to you how you want to play your game. Little possum over there. What is that over there? Pack Brahmin. Okay. Interesting. I'm Rad Toad. Poor little possum over there doesn't know what's going on. Being attacked here. I feel like it being attacked. Oh, Smellygaster. The guy over there. Now, Primal Cuts, as you can see in the top right-hand corner, it does have a timer counting down. And the more people we have, the better. The quicker it'll go. Dangerous one coming, so here is the boss of this event. Picking up that opossum way over yonder. Oh, way over there. Let's go after him here because we're counting down the time. Make sure my light's off. Oh! Let's grab some stuff here, shall we? Nice, that wasn't too bad. Now, after Primal Cuts, just word for warning, there will be enemies that will kind of show up afterwards. So let's take a look at our challenges. There we go, complete the event Primal Cuts. So if we didn't do it right now, we would have had to wait about 15-20 minutes for the next Primal Cuts to pop up. So that actually worked out quite well. So let's head back to our camp here. And we'll take another look at these challenges here. We may go to our own server where it's a little quieter. Now, sometimes you can do that if you complete Graham's Meat Cook quick enough. You can get to one of the Primal Cuts areas there. Go. Let's take a look at these challenges one last time. All right, so we don't really have to stay on the server with other people. So let's go ahead. We're going to switch servers here to a private one. Just make it a little bit easier for me, especially when it comes down to that coal one down there. Hope everyone had a good week. It's actually almost a normal week for yours truly. 2 days, 2 nights there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And doesn't happen very often, but you get a weekend. It's actually a weekend, you know. And a weekend through, you know, a weekday, you know, for shift workers. Yeah. Almost feel like a normal person. uh, worked out quite well. Pretty happy with the way that worked out. Alright, so we have to get up through here now. There we go. Been trying to set, this is my newest camp, of course, gone fishing. I did make a video on this just yesterday before leaving for work. You can check out that video if you so wish. But this is my newest, latest camp, and definitely a keeper for sure. So let's take a look here at these challenges. Build a floor or wall decoration in a workshop or camp 5. So you can go ahead and claim any workshop on the map at all, your favorite one, your one closest to you. Once you claim it, go ahead and build your floor or wall decoration. You can also build it in your camp, and that's what we're going to do right here. So we're actually going to head out back here, because out front is all water. Turn our light on here so we see what we're doing. So again, let's go to our build menu, and again, it depends on how long you've been playing the game, what we have available to you, and what you can build. Now, if you don't plan on keeping it, I highly recommend building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources, okay? Then you can just scrap it, or you can keep what you build. It's really up to you. I'm going to usually kind of go for these mats, okay? So these mats, these type of mats and rugs, you learn very early on in the game. You actually get the plans for claiming workshops, and they're very cheap and other players' vendors, all right? So it's something you can kind of place down, because they only cost cloth and rubber, and cloth and rubber is easily available throughout the wasteland. It's something that usually a lot of people have on them. Now this one here, the on a ball, it only costs us 3 glass. So I'm going to craft a couple of these guys here. And our build, you can see our building budget here in the top right hand corner is almost expended here. So let's go ahead, done, just like that. And I'm just going to scrap them. Now when you scrap something that you build, you do get half of it back, okay? But just be careful. If you do plan on scrapping it for these daily challenges, just try to craft them or build them away from things that you don't want to scrap accidentally, okay? Or even like a prefab, etc. So just an FYI there. Let's see what's next here. Gem. Scrap junk to produce plastic 10. So plastic is a junk item in which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any tinker's workbench. So you just go up to a tinker's workbench, you go ahead and go craft. Go down to bulk, go to the P section. So the bulk when plastic, all you need is 12 molded plastic. Okay. So this one here is a tough one. I've had people mention to me in the comments recently, I think they're like newer players to the game, but molded plastic is just be considered plastic, okay, in the game. I know it says molded, but again, when the game refers to type of plastic, it says molded plastic, all right? So just an FYI. So all you need is 12 molded plastic from your stash or scrap box, and you can bulk your one plastic, and then you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's called the bulk and scrap method. It works for most junk items, but not all junk items, all right? So FYI there. Now we do have a camp resource available to us that will passively give us junk items that we can scrap to give us plastic. It's this red rocket dumpster collector. Now this is in the atomic shop rotation. It's not in there right now, but it will be in the rotation. But as you can see, it gives us these junk items. You can see the item stats there in the middle. They usually give us 1 to 2 plastic each, all right? And it will just passively collect it. You just take them out, and it'll just start collecting again, okay? And it also gives you some ideas of what we have around the wasteland. It gives us plastic items, okay? And these pool table balls are a great source of plastic. We can find pool tables in a couple of great spots. We have a spot right here at the White Springs area. If you go to the resort area, head upstairs, take a right, you go all the way to the end. There's a nice pool table down there at the very end. Right here we have Summersville, the house right on the first house on the right-hand side. It is considered the burnt book house. There'll be a couple of weakened ghouls around. If you head downstairs, there is a pool table down there, all kinds of plastic down there as well. I believe here at Overlook Cabin, there's a couple pool tables here as well. White Springs Golf Club, bunch of pool tables, getting a little bit higher level area, lots of ghouls around, but you can try that. We also have the cat bowl house, or the cat house I call it. You come here to Big Al's Tattoo Parlor here in Morgantown, and you head due east. You go right up this hill. You don't need a jetpack or anything. You just kind of go up that hill. It's an unmarked location. I think it actually has a name of the house on the wiki, but I just call it the cat house. There's like lots and lots of cat bowls inside that house. It's a great spot for plastic. When you collect them, it just seems like they come out of the floor. It's quite something. And of course, that's where I usually take people. So let's go over here to Summersville here today, and we'll show you off that pool table there. That's downstairs. I have to take care of a couple of ghouls, but that's fine. Right, so there's the house we're talking about. That is the burnt book house. If you've been playing the game long enough, you'll remember that this place used to be crawling with Mirelurks, but they had changed that. Get rid of that guy here first. We're going to head right inside here. Close the storage. You can see all these burnt books everywhere. It's quite something, eh? Head right downstairs here. And as you can see, he's going to be coming downstairs, isn't he? As you can see, there's a pool table with all these pool table balls. So let's pick up a pool table ball here. And again, if we go under item, and there you can see the plastic, 2 plastic each. That's pretty cool. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And we'll grab one more just in case. There we go, 14. And again, great spot for these pool table balls. Now, if you accidentally have an explosive weapon like myself and enemies explode, these do have a tendency to fly off the table. All right, so you can always come back and they'll be all placed back on the table. There's a cake pan there too. Never realized that was down here. All right, nice. So let's head back to our camp here, and we're going to scrap these up. And again, you can scrap them anywhere where there's a workbench. You can go to another player's camp, a train station, down at the White Spring Mall. Pretty much workbenches are in most areas and around the wasteland. We're just going to head back to our camp. Just we can set ourselves up for the next one. We're gonna have to. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. That's the way it's supposed to be. And then you just kind of come up here. There we go. That's better. That's better. All right. Let's go ahead and scrap up these pool table balls. Here you can see item stats here right in the middle. Scrap Dungeon Blues plastic 10 for 10. And again, you can use the bulk and scrap method. Definitely help you out there a lot quicker and faster doing it that way. Let's see what's next here. All right. Let's go ahead. Cripple a mole. Oh, no, we'll do this one here. Sorry. Kill an enemy in the Ash Heap region 5. All right. So an enemy means everything is on the table. Right down from Passival, Brahmin down through Flatwoods and other areas. Okay. Right to insects, humans, robots, etc. Like cryptids, scorched, super mutants, mole miners. Everything is on the table when it says enemy, okay? And of course the Ash Heap region is right down here. So right here, the Camden Park is considered part of the Ash Heap, okay? And it kind of goes right up down through here, just like this. It goes loops right back around, right? So this is the Ash Heap. And again, every enemy, everything down here is on the table, good to go, all right? So let's pop into Camden Park and we'll go after these Scorched here. Who's this guy? Raider Thief. Even he's an enemy. See, even though he was passive. I was just going to walk by him. I just kind of wanted to show you that even someone like that who's passive are still considered an enemy. So as I said, everything is on the table. That was kind of mean, wasn't it? Just like that. I like this little area here. There's a bunch of fuel there on the ground. This weapon has a good splash effect. There we go. Nice, just like that. Alright, let's see what's next here. cripple a mole miner's head 2. So again, many great spots we can find mole miners here and around the wasteland. We have 12 to 19 up here in Monadga. 3 of them up here in Monadga Mine. All kinds of them here inside and outside of the Blackwater Mine. Right down here in the Ash Heap, Welsh, so you could have done both of those daily challenges at the same time, kill an enemy in the Ash Heap region, and cripple a mole miner's head 2 right down here in Welsh, alright? Now, if you get on a server that's lucky enough where you get an event called Breach and Clear, and they happen right here at these Hornwright testing sites, these little buildings right here, alright? There'll be all kinds of mole miners there, as well as usually about a half a dozen of mole rats. Right here in the Big Bend Tunnel West, or the East version. Okay. Oh, that's not the one there. Where are we at? Oh, right here. Right on, Gem. Big Bend Tunnel East. You can actually do a little event here, but you don't really have to. You just kind of go inside those tunnels. There's usually quite a few mongrels down, but there's a couple of all-shoot tunnels from the main tunnel, and there'll be usually some mole miners down through there as well. I know some of you had mentioned that a couple times here the last week or two, and I keep forgetting to mention it, and I just thought I'd mention it here now. And there'll be some mole miners right down here at the Big Meadows Gas Well. There's also a couple of rat scorpions down here as well, so just kind of watch yourself a little bit of a higher level area. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to pop into Welsh here. We're actually going to spawn at Welsh Station because it's up the hill. And that way there we can have the advantage. So we're just not killing these mole miners. What are we doing to them, Jim? We are crippling their heads too. Go ahead and use most weapons. You can do a bunch of headshots if you so wish. If you're a person like myself that uses VATS, there's a perk card that will help you out. It's under Perception. It is called Concentrated Fire. Allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now this is fairly new to the game. If you have a Perception of 5 or higher, this card pretty much becomes obsolete. But if your perception is lower than 5, you will need this card in order to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, I like to kind of keep it this way just so I can show it off in the video. Saves me from having to kind of look for it and then explain it. Alright, so let's pop right down here. We got some sort of issue going on over there right now. Let's lock and load here. Old buddy there. Let's go for a couple of headshots here. There we go. There we go. Nice. Still hidden. Pretty good. Awesome. Just like that, guys. That's how easy that is. Oh, let me go up these stairs here. Ah, there we go. Our old pal there, Dylan Rhodes. Wow. Wow. Really, buddy? Jeez, he's a pretty rough character, that guy. Let's see what's next. Catch a fish in the Ash Heap region 2. So in order to catch a fish, you will need a fishing rod, okay? Now, if you haven't been playing the game since June the 3rd, 2025 update, you'll have to get yourself a fishing rod. And the way you do that is you come way over here by Fisherman's Rest. You complete the quest called Casting Off, okay? And after completing Casting Off, it's a very simple quest to do, very self-explanatory. You will get yourself a fishing rod. You'll get a recipe for grilled fish, as well as you'll be able to do a daily repeatable quest called Big Fish in a Small Pond, in which you can get some great items for your camp, as well as some mods for your fishing rod, alright? But you'll have to do that first. Now, if you are brand new to the game, never played the game before, I do have a video on what it is you have to do. It's all time-stamped, but that one there is probably one of the easier quests, so I'm sure most people won't have a problem. Just in case that video is there in case you need it. And of course, it has to be right down here in the Ash Heap region to catch a fish. Okay, so again, Starts down here around Camden Park area. Loops right around here. Just like this, okay? My go-to place for catching a fish is right here at Lake Reynolds. So let's pop over here closer to Lewisburg. Now we do have Nuka World on tour just close by. And utilize that as a free fast travel once when you discover it. Alright, so we're actually going to go up these tracks here. Nice little lake just out back. Now, when you are fishing, it is a possibility that you can get attacked, okay? And I find these Mylarks over here, they're pretty perceptive. And sometimes they will attack you when you're in this location, but it's not too bad. So let's go ahead here. We're going to do some fishing. Of course, we only need 2 of them here. And of course, I'm out of common bait, which is odd. Nice, okay. That's our first one there. Of course, we do have the weekly catch a fish. I should probably finish that off there to get some easy score. Well, fishing, just like fishing in real life, does take quite a bit of time. There you go, nice, done. It's a fish in the Ash Heap region, 2, done, just like that, sweet. Right, let's back out here. I'll finish that weekly off here when we're done the video. Alright, let's see what we got next here. Oh yeah, we need to head back to our camp here, and we'll take a look at the next one. Nice, this is the way it's supposed to be right here. That's the way I have it set up. Alright. So let's take a look at the next one here, Jimmy. Collect or scrap coal 5. So for most people, I was told this is a automatic reroll. Okay. There is an easy way to do it, like very easy way, and then there's a little bit more of a grindy way to complete this. Okay. Now, if you're a hoarder like myself, now we're all hoarders to a certain point at heart, right? And when you open up the festive gifts during Christmas time, you'll be getting some coal, okay? And I like to save everything, okay, because that's just the way I am, even in real life. And I like to put my coal in my scrap box. And if you're in the same situation as myself, here's a scrap box right here. And we're going to go down to some coal, okay? Let's grab 2 of them. There you go. Collector scrap coal. So we got 2 for 5, so that counted. Now, if you have coal in your scrap box or your stash box, right, it doesn't work, okay? It only works coming out of your scrap box for whatever reason. I don't know that. I don't know why that is. I had mentioned that there's about a year and a half ago, and someone had made a mention a few months ago when we had the same challenge up, and they said it only works coming out of the scrap box and not your stash box. And I appreciate when people let me know about that stuff, because it just helps the community, right? So that is one way, right? So the second way is that we do have coal that we can mine here in the game, okay? Now, if we go to a chemistry station, now in order to get a chemistry station, you can get one a couple of ways. When you come down here to Flatwoods for the very first time, when leaving the Vault 76, okay? If you go to the tavern, there'll be a kiosk, 2 kiosks down there in the tavern, and it's how you become a responder. There's 2 little quests. You stay right here in Flatwoods. It's very easy to do. You get yourself a plan for the chemistry workbench. Right up here in Morgantown Station, there's a chemistry workbench right inside the station. But I would say about 8 times out of 10, there is the plan for the chemistry station right on the floor next to it. All right, so FYI, 2 great ways. So let's go to our chemistry station. We're going to go craft just so I can show you here real quick. And we go down here to smelting, right? So again, smelting coal, for 2 of them, we're going to need 5 acid and 5 unrefined coal. All right. Now we can find unrefined coal in coal deposits, but I find one of the best places for coal is right here in the forest region. It's Gully Mine. Okay, I'd rather use the front door entrance. I don't bother using the back door entrance. We're going to use the front door one. So let's go here. Now there's going to be some scorched in around here, so we're just going to kind of bypass those guys real quickly here. I do have an older video I made showing this exact same thing. You can check that video up, but pretty much we're doing like step for step exactly what we did in that video. Just go right inside the mine, bypass those 4 or 5 scorched. Now there will be a lot of mole rats down through here, so word for warning. Now if you have an excavator power armor suit, like a full suit, you actually get a little buff where you actually, when you mine anything in the game, you actually get a little bit more bang for your buck. Okay, but unfortunately I don't wear power armor. That's okay. So let's we're going to keep an eye out for these mole rats here. Now, when it comes down to unrefined coal, it looks very similar to the rocks. Okay, it's very hard to pinpoint and pick out. We're going to take a look at that here very shortly, just to kind of show you what that looks like. Right. So let's take a look here. So you see this little coal vein right here. So it looks just like the rest of the rock that's around, but it looks a little bit different. All right, so when you mine it, there we go, unrefined coal added, just like that, okay? And this is all you have to do. So we got 2 of them right there. There's a 3rd one right there. Nice. Nice. All right, so it's good to kind of go along the rockways, find out where these spots are, but they only spawn in the same spots each time. And if you came here and picked these up recently, you'll have to reset your game by picking up 250 items, all right? Or if you're on a server with other people, there's a good chance that someone already came here and cleaned it out. So that's why a lot of people like to re-roll it, especially if they don't save the coal, like myself and a few others, all right? But next time we do have the festive gifts and Christmas time and you're still playing the game, I recommend just put in that coal right in your scrap box if you have one. Or save it somehow, and then you can always scrap it, right? I thought there was one right around here. Oh, maybe not, okay. Let's pop down this little chute here. Yeah, great spot for these mole rats here too. Quite a few of them around. And being part of the forest area is pretty squishy. Alright. Oh, okay, right on. Well, okay, good. I was going to say, why isn't it? Let me pick it up. There we go. Picked up that brain fungus, though. We most certainly need that brain fungus. Alright, so I'm going to save, so we have about maybe 6 or 7 on us right now. I do want to save the other ones, because right inside that room there's quite a bit inside there, and maybe a few other little bit more coal deposits, but generally that's pretty much it for this mine. But it's not a bad mine, especially if you're lower level. So let's head back to our camp, and we're going to smelt this. And I guess, last resort, you can always try other players' vendors. If you see someone who's higher level, there's a probably, and they have maybe Fallout first, there's a good chance they might have coal in their stash box or whatever, scrap box. And you can always message them and say, hey, don't suppose you have any coal, right? I know it's an odd question, but most people are usually very helpful, all right? Oh, we need to go to smelt this stuff. Let's go to our chemistry workbench, and I mentioned how you can get yourself a chemistry station in case you don't have one. Let's go ahead and go craft. We go down here to smelting. Okay, coal times 2, so again 5 acid and unrefined coal, so we're 5 for 5, perfect. Now let's go ahead here. We're going to use a perk card here It is under luck. It's called Super Duper. Now, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. If all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help. With this level 3, you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you get double results. But even with this level 3, again, it's only 30% chance. It's not going to work every single time, all right? So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and go craft here. Back down to smelting. Let's craft some coal here. Smelt it the old-fashioned way. All right, so Super Duper did not kick in that time, but that's fine. And then let's just go ahead and scrap one of those coals. It'll let me. Huh, weird. Won't let me scrap it. Let's try another workbench just in case. Yeah, that's weird, eh? Huh. That is weird. Okay. Let me know if that same kind of issue happened to you. Let's just grab one more coal out of our scrap box. There we go. Collector scrap coal 5 for 5. That's weird. It won't let us scrap it. I'm gonna have to check that out after the end of the video there. See if I'm like maybe going crazy or something. Well, I am going crazy, but you know what I mean. We're all done just like that, guys. Again, I can see this guy being automatic removal for most people, but I still like to kind of go through it just to show people what it is they have to do. All right, let's take a look at weapon of the day here. Two-shot armor ace suppress automatic handmade plus when projectiles plus 75% damage. Projectiles explode for plus 20% of weapon damage, minus 35% action point cost, plus 20% armor penetration. Two-shot explosive that's optimized. Powerful automatic receiver, a light long barrel, true stock, piercing magazine, reflex sight, dot suppressor. Armor ace paint, 58 times 2 damage, 556 ammo. Right now it's in fully automatic mode, and one thing that's really good about the handmade and the fixers, if you have enough mods from collecting and scrapping over the years, you can actually switch between single fire and automatic. So basically the old rifleman and old commando builds with the same weapon. Pretty awesome. Very versatile. And of course the perk cards are right here. Again, a lot of the rifleman commando perk cards have been changed, so for the most part for this weapon under perception, these are the perk cards that we're mostly looking at. For the most part, most of the other perk cards are the same per build that I have. Alright, so just gonna keep that in mind. That guy back out before I forget, almost forgot again. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me, they stay the same. And as you can see, they're maxed out, and I'm very happy with them actually. I've had them for quite some time. Yeah, so there you guys go. Again, this is my newest camp. You can check out that camp tour video I made just yesterday. A lot of people seem to like it. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Me the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew Banju, Confoundedbridge, Wave Warner, John DJ59, Pickerass, Brand Tritno, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.